when 8th grade rolled around, it got really, really, really bad. As girls got older, they got into vandalism, and they would walk behind me and go, loser, you know, coughing, saying loser, and it was sad. So at this point, I was laughing at all their attempts to be mean and cruel because they were pathetic. I think that was around the year that I was diagnosed with bipolar, and I found out that I had a parasite in my stomach that made me sick a lot. I wasn't happy. It was really bad. I remember being in PE class, and I put my binder up on the seats along with other people's binders, and I went to get dressed. And my clothes were where they usually were. I looked around, and someone had put them by the toilet in one of the stalls. And I was like, you guys are stupid. What was the point of that? So I got my clothes, got dressed, the girls were laughing at me. So I put my clothes in my locker, and I walked out. I went to my binder, and almost everything had been torn out and thrown everywhere. I couldn't believe that those girls would do that. I did nothing to them. I was different. So I went in their binders, and I didn't do a lot. I switched some stuff around and moved some papers. I fought back a little bit, but not much. I remember one of the girls coming up to me and commenting on my hair because I didn't know how to really care for hair. So it looked a lot like this, except really frizzy, and my hair did a really swoopy thing. It was really curly, really wavy. One of the girls came up to me, and she said, "Why does your hair do that flippy thing?" And I said, "I guess it's just natural." And she said, "Have you tried brushing it?" And I was like, "Have you tried not being a bitch?" I walked away. I remember that I made this friend. She was nice when I met her. She was 12. I met her the summer before 8th grade. For I was in 8th grade. She was going to 7th grade. And we hung out a lot. We were like inseparable. And we got cornered a lot, and people would surround us, and they would just say mean things, and we would just laugh in their faces. It was pathetic. It was funny. These girls were just, girls and guys, was horrid people. And then she started making shit and drama come up with a bunch of other girls, and those girls got their friends. And she was coming out of PE one day, and they cornered her, and I went to go meet her because she was afraid because she knew that they were going to gang up on her. So I pushed through the wall that they made. I grabbed her hand and I tried to go around them, but they wouldn't let us. So I was like, screw this. And we went back into the gym, and we waited there for about 10-15 minutes. And then when we came out, they were gone. um, it it turned it just it turned even worse. Just I didn't understand. I was like, how could someone be this way? Make someone cry, make someone scared, make people leave the school? Because that's what my friend did. She was like, I can't do this. Teachers wouldn't help. They didn't help. They didn't understand. If they did anything, it was to call the two girls that were fighting into a room and saying, stop it, this is what's wrong, now leave, and then it just makes it so much worse. Adults need to get their shit together. So my friend went to a charter school, a smaller school. I ended up going too, with a lot of convincing from my mom and dad. So I went there, also because of my stomach. I couldn't be in school anymore. I was sick so much. I went to this charter school and I met some really, really cool people. And I'm glad that I met them. And I'll always remember that. And I remember talking to a friend that was still at the school, the first school, and she said that one of the mean girls that was mean to me was bragging about how she was the one that chased me out of school. I was like, it's kind of bullshit right there. It's not true. It's my stomach mostly, but the bullying, felt like I had no friends.